Hi friends, I'm Dinesh Sharma. I head the ASUS commercial PC business in India. Very happy to take you through our class-leading product, the ASUS ExpertBook B1. To start with, let's start with the design of the product. So here we've got actually two colors, as you can see, the silver shade, misty gray, and then we've got the dark gray shade, gentle gray. We also got it in two versions, so you've got a 14-inch version and also you have a 15.6-inch version. Some of the key aspects about the design are that this product actually comes with a 180-degree hinge. Also, as you can see, on a 14-inch product, we've got a number pad on the trackpad. It's called a numeric trackpad. The advantage of this numeric trackpad is, on a 14-inch laptop as well, you can actually start this function from here and you can enter numbers very easily. Thus, getting the convenience of entering numbers easily as on a 14-inch laptop, similar to a 15.6-inch laptop. The other important aspect of design is the weight. This only weighs 1.4 kg. In a 14-inch version and goes up to 1.44 kg in a 14-inch version with a 50-watt battery that we put in i5 and i7 variant. Even the 15.6-inch version of this is pretty light. It weighs up to 1.67 kgs only, even with the i5 i7 variants with larger battery. So thus, even if you go for a 14-inch version or a 15.6-inch version, you can be assured of a lightweight experience. The ASUS ExpertBook B1 also packs in a class-leading display. So what you have out here is an FHD display. Not only is it FHD, but it is also IPS. Therefore, you get really wide viewing angles and very vibrant colors on this particular display. Further, whether you take a 14-inch version or the 15.6 version, the bezels are actually pretty thin, and you get an astounding 87% screen-to-body ratio in this segment. When it comes to the performance of the laptops, you have to look at 5 important aspects. The first one is the processing speed, that is the processor. The second is integrated graphics that you have with the processor. Third is essentially the RAM. Fourth is the storage. And fifth, and most importantly, which most of the people actually miss out on, is actually the thermals. When all these 5 are top class, you get actually class-leading performance. Now let's look at how on all these elements, this particular product outclasses everybody. When it comes to the processor, this particular product packs in both a U series processor and an H series processor. So with i5 and i7, you have an H series option, which is actually almost 50% faster as compared to U series. Again, the RAM that we've used in this particular product is the class-leading DDR4 RAM, which operates at 5200 MHz. Typically in the competition, you have DDR4 RAM, which only operates at 3200 MHz. So when it comes to RAM, it is 2000 MHz faster as compared to the competition. Moreover, it is expandable up to 64 GB. And you can see here, we've got 2 DIMM slots on which you can actually expand the RAM up to 64 GB. So you've got not only the fastest RAM in the segment, but also full expansion up to 64 GB. Coming to the storage, we also have a Gen 4 SSD out here. So you can see here, you've got 2280 SSD NVMe out here, which is Gen 4 NVMe, super fast. Apart from that, you've not only got one storage, but actually you've got 2 storages. So you've got another slot out here for a 2230 NVMe SSD. And not only you can have fast storage, which is expandable up to 2 TB on 2 different SSDs, but you can also do RAID 1 and RAID 0 on this particular product. Moving to next important aspect that we spoke about, which is the integrated graphic card. So on this, when you actually use dual channel RAM, you can also activate Iris Xe graphics. It definitely meets, the kind of performance requirements that you would need best in class among all the laptops. Further, when it comes to thermals, we've again taken care for very good thermals to ensure continuous high-speed performance. And for that, as you can see, we've got a very long heat pipe inside, and also we've got large heat sinks, to kind of, have very good heat dissipation. And another important thing that we've done is on the back cover of the product. Again, on the back cover, what you can see is that we've actually built in a very large grill which spans across the back cover of the laptop almost. And if you typically compare it to others, they might either have 2/3 of the back cover or just 1/3 of the back cover open for air to go inside the laptop to cool the laptop. But as you can see, we've got a complete grill out here at the back. And now you might wonder, like, what else can we do to further ensure better thermal? So we've also put in inside the laptop here a steel mesh which actually prevents dust from getting inside the laptop, and as a result of which your fan and your thermals won't get actually clogged with dust. And this will ensure that your thermals operate efficiently over a long period of time and you get high performance, long duration performance over a long period of time. Durability is one of the most important aspects when it comes to the laptop. Hinge breaking, screen breaking is one of the most common problems. To address this, ASUS ExpertBooks are actually built with highest standards of durability that ensure complete peace of mind when it comes to usage of laptops. First of all, this product is military standard 810H certified, and also it passes an astounding 24 tests out of 28 tests. Even flagship models of our competitors do not pass greater than typically 20 tests. So even officially it has a lot of certifications. But when it comes to practical usage also, let me show you a couple of cool things that this product can actually do. The hinge of this particular laptop has been tested for 50,000 times continuous open and close cycles. Now even if you open and close your hinge maximum 10 times a day if you are a very heavy user, and typically people work for 250 days a year, you do the math, this hinge has been tested for 20 years of usage. Further, coming to the pressure, the A part of this particular product can take up to 25 kgs of pressure, and this will ensure that your screen does not break while you're traveling in crowded buses or trains and you're getting pushed and jostled. And that ensures that you don't have to spend a lot of money on screen replacements. Each key on the product is tested for 1 crore times. The spill resistance on the keyboard is 66 cc of liquid, and therefore you can have peace of mind that keyboards won't fail typically in the monsoon season. Coming to the ports, each port of this particular laptop has actually been tested for minimum 5,000 times, and the C-type port has been actually tested for 15,000 times. Further, the ports internally have a very strong metal brace, and they can take up to 9 kgs of pressure. Therefore, you can see that this particular product from a durability perspective is truly one of the most durable laptops in the entire laptop category. Coming to the battery, we pack in a large 3-cell 42 watt battery on the i3 and a larger 3-cell 50 watt battery on an i5 and i7. This ensures you easily get 7 to 8 hours of usage time on the product. Further, because the battery is 3-cell, the longevity of the battery is much better, which means even after long years of usage, the capacity retention on the battery will be much better due to the 3-cell battery that we used in this particular product. Coming to the charger as well, this particular laptop charges with a Type-C charger. In fact, there are 2 Type-C ports on the laptop and both support charging. The advantage of this particular charger is that you can actually charge not only the laptop but also your smartphone with it. Now this may be pretty common with Type-C chargers, but we've also added one more new technology in this, by way of which this charger can actually sense the charging speed of your smartphone and adapt to the charging speed up to 65 watts. So you get very high speed charging on your smartphones, with this particular charger. Does your laptop charge with a power bank or a mobile charger or let's say a car charger? I'm sure no. But this particular laptop actually charges with a mobile power bank, with a smartphone charger, and also with your car charger. This is because this laptop actually supports full range charging, again an industry and segment first. The charger is also very compact, and you need to just carry one charger in your bag which can charge both your laptop as well as your smartphone, thus reducing the overall weight that you actually carry with this particular laptop in your bag. From a servicing perspective also, the battery is very easy to remove. All that you need to do is actually pull down these 2 clips out here and then disconnect the connector and then actually remove the battery. So it's very simple to also replace the battery, makes it much easier and therefore reduces any kind of damage possibility to the product during servicing. The ASUS ExpertBook B1 packs in the best-in-class hardware security across all laptops. So first of all, this particular product's BIOS is protected by a 8-digit password against a typically 3-digit password. Coming to the BIOS itself, it is actually having dual EEPROM support, where the BIOS is actually saved on both the EEPROMs. And if, let's say, one of these get hacked, it supports the self-healing feature, where the BIOS's version on every restart is checked on the second EEPROM original BIOS. And if anything has been tampered, the original BIOS is actually restored. So this offers the best-in-class self-healing capability that you have on the BIOS on this particular product. Also, you've got a TPM 2.0 hardware chip for encryption. Therefore, this particular product supports the SP 800-155 compliance standards, okay, for NIST, and therefore offers best-in-class, security when it comes to BIOS. Also, this is a Windows secured core PC, and it also has an optical cheesy intrusion alert, where let's say the back cover of the laptop were to be opened, you will get an alert in the BIOS of cheesy intrusion. Apart from that, when it comes to the camera, you've got the camera shutter and the fingerprint sensor, which is there on the 15.6-inch version, that actually supports the FIDO2 standard, where the fingerprint actually scans your finger in 3D to ensure far more greater security when it comes to fingerprint sensing. Thus, it offers best-in-class security across laptops when it comes to hardware security. We are at the beginning of the AI age, and we wanted to bring in AI capabilities even to ASUS ExpertBook B1. Therefore, we created an application called AI ExpertMate, which we provide free of cost for the ASUS Expert B1 users. What AI ExpertMate does is brings some amazing capabilities to the table, like having the transcription of your entire meeting created automatically. It can also summarize your meeting minutes, and it can also allow you to have certain functionalities while you're conducting meetings, like having watermarks or having a name card QR code, so that people can easily take your contact details. The way AI ExpertMate functions is that it is an independent application. It works in parallel to your other meeting applications like Google Meet or Teams, and you can transfer the recording of the meeting from Google Meet or Teams to AI ExpertMate to actually create all the transcriptions. Further, you can also use it in the offline mode. So like, for example, we are having the meeting, our mics will actually start the recording on AI ExpertMate. It will actually capture the minutes. So it can easily capture your English language today up to 7 speakers. And what you need is at least minimum of 16 GB RAM on the product to be able to use the AI ExpertMate application. Thus, you can use the power of AI on this particular product as well. Coming to the ports as well, we offer segment leading ports. Not only there are more ports, but they are also fully functional. Like you can see out here, there are 2 Type-C ports out here. Both these Type-C ports support charging, support display out, as well as data transfer functionality. Also, the data transfer is at full 10 Gbps. Therefore, you can have astounding 4K display outs out of this particular product, as well as very high-speed data transfers. Further, you've got 2 Type A ports out here, one on the right, one on the left. These are also full function Type A 3.2 Gen ports, which actually support 5 Gbps data transfer. You've also got a 3.5mm jack, and here you've got a full RJ45 port that ensures very high durability in terms of connectivity. You also obviously have a consent unlock, given that this is a commercial laptop. Audio clarity nowadays, with the amount of Zoom calls, team calls, etc. that we do, is a very, very important functionality. So for India, to ensure that we've got very good, loud and clear audio output, we've actually used pretty large speakers that you can see out here, and these are round speakers, so they give very good audio quality output. Further, when it comes to the mics, we've actually used again dual mics out here, and these dual mics actually ensure very good noise cancellation. Not only have we actually put in good quality hardware for audio, but we've also packed in some great quality software support. So the mics out here, we use AI noise cancellation to ensure that the background noise is effectively cancelled, not only from the side of the speaker, but also from the other side, the person who's talking to you. We can also cancel the background noise out there. Further, when it comes to the audio output, the speaker output is actually powered by tuning by Dirac, Dirac is a company which specializes in sound tuning, and typically our entire ROG range of products are actually tuned by Dirac. So we bring in the high quality tuning efficiency to even commercial PCs with the ExpertBook B1 being actually tuned by Dirac. So we have a FHD camera out here which also supports AI functionality. So you've got multiple AI functionalities like auto framing, gaze correction, that also enhance the kind of good quality video output that the person at the opposite end of your video call actually sees. Thank you very much. I hope you love the ASUS ExpertBook B1, which is definitely built by ASUS to be loved by the IT experts.